Oh, welcome! We saw Tomb Raider!
Want adventure?
Oh.
We're the ones. Here we are. We want an adventure, guys. And we saw the new Tomb Raider movie.
As you can see, his dress for adventuring.
Yeah.
With Tomb Raider, video game movies, is it possible to do them good? I guess.
Apparently you can.
The answer used to be no, because no one fucking managed, but I suppose we did it. In case you're wondering about spoilers, they happen later, and we give you a rating and a warning, so you don't leave, stay. Come here.
Want adventure?
No.
We're the ones.
Tomb Raider.
Indiana Jones. No, it's kidding.
It's great. Well, that's a review, I suppose. No, it was a good movie. The plot,
decent adventure movie.
That's-
Actually,
that's
honestly,
what you got.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
I had no expectations.
I had no expectations.
We just heard the movie was out and it's based.
We
on the
were
video
basically
game.
like, it's 9 o'clock. Want to do something? You can go watch Tomb Raider.
Yeah, an escape from reality after having a lot of work to do the entire day. Like for a moment, just to go out and watch a movie, just to have fun, and then went on Tomb Raider, and turned out to be a pretty good time actually.
I watched it
a fun
again.
time. Of course, there's a lot of movie moments that only happen in the movies, but nothing about it annoyed me. I had a pretty good time because the movie knew what it was. It embraced the fact that we're just gonna go for a classical adventure movie that goes for the archetypical thing, the archetypes, and I really enjoyed it. Actually, yeah.
The
Decent.
The basic plot is Lara Croft goes on an adventure. I did it, and the screen died. That's the plot. I mean, honestly though,
More credits.
because it doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because of course it matters, but she
Well,
Watch
she
it.
goes
Watch
looking
it.
for this thing.
Yeah,
there's a tomb involved. And
there's raiding involved. It's an origin story, but an origin story that isn't shoved to you in your face as an origin story. That's the best way to describe it. Like, you watch the movie and you're like, that was an adventure, and I guess an origin story. Like, that's your reaction because you're not sure, but then you realize it is. If by some chance you're a fan of Square Enix, or the video game company, because the story is based off the first video game they made in the trilogy they're making right now. They've made 2 games. We can assume there'll be at least 2 more movies. The movie loosely follows the threads of the game. Now, I say that because if you've played the video game, don't worry, you're gonna get something completely different, except for a few nods to the game, like, oh, that's a pick she uses. Oh, she gets hurt like that there. Oh, that's exactly what she looks like at the end of the game, wounded-wise. That's about it. So they're nods, and they just took the story, cut out all the stuff that wouldn't really work in a movie that needs to be 2 hours, or 1 hour and 59 minutes, and 58, so close, minute off. And then trim the fat, added some of their own stuff in to make the character relatable, fun, and entertaining, and then, huzzah, you got yourself a great movie. An adventure movie.
Yeah.
The movie...
It wasn't convoluted or filled with too much plot.
Action is great, the movie is fucking brutal.
Yeah, that too, because...
I'm like, is this R-rated, Polly? Because I can tell it isn't, but it should be, is what I was telling Polly.
Yeah, it's kind of gritty at times.
It's great, though. Lara Croft isn't invincible by any fucking means of the word invincible.
It's not like the old Tomb Raider movies from the early 2000s at all. They're very, very different. They're more cheesy and go for the 90s fun factor. Here we go for something that's more grounded and focusing on less characters and spending more time on fewer locations in a more simple story.
Yeah.
Because the tomb part of the movie you're gonna get to the tomb part. All the traps, all the going down the dusty stairs, looking at imagery on the walls, and you spend time with that. And
doing clue
feel
solving,
the moments,
puzzle solving, and oh wait a minute.
It doesn't montage its way through it or make it seem like, oh, it's just a day in the park, boom, 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 like Equilibrium or something.
Love it.
Here they take their main hero and throw her around everywhere, make her be as injured as possible.
Because you would be fucking in pain and terrible.
Yeah, and
she's not having a good time. She's having a bad time.
No,
this is a bad time.
This is not a hero that's winning all the time.
No, most certainly not.
The underdog story.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yes.
It's great. We loved it. It was fun, action. it sets up very, very obviously a sequel to an extreme level, but I'll watch it.
If they make it, sure. Yeah.
I like the actress. She's Swedish.
Yeah, we can do.
Sweden gets a boner for it right now because they're getting a big actress in a movie, and she seems like a just lovely lady, and she did.
Yeah, and the casting choice was a bit like really at first for me because I mean she looks very innocent and kind and not that typical action hero. So at first like I wasn't really sure if they should go for her. I know she was good in Ex Machina and a lot of different movies, but she won the Oscar. Like they just wrote there in trailer, Academy Award winner. But in the end, the devotion and dedication like put into the character, I'll give a thumbs up.
Her acting was top notch.
Yeah,
top notch.
Yeah. So she won us over as this character, and I think nobody else could have done it.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Now onward to the few mistakes of the movie. There really weren't.
Yeah.
The only thing I would ever say in the movie is, so far, 3 moments where pacing could have been done better. Which before I go any further, everywhere else it was done great. It took its time with everything it wanted to take its time with, and some things you didn't maybe have to take its time with, but it did, and I appreciate it. I thought it was great. Good. Give that time. 3 moments. 15 more minutes of the movie. They're not moments that were action-packed or anything like that. It's just acting, right? That would have just been act a little more.
Yeah, you expect some certain
3 more minutes after... 3 more minutes in the swamp.
Yeah, like that for
or
example.
2 more minutes in the swamp, because 3 minutes could be a little too much. 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes in the swamp.
Maybe. I think I told you at one point, like, they're not wasting time here.
After the cave.
They want to go for the next scene directly.
After the cave, should have needed like 5 minutes of prep time, or 3 minutes of prep time, not instant.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There you go. Yeah. And then... Those are the 2. What was the last one? There's 3 moments. Fudge. There was that one.
Towards the end, there's another moment. We shouldn't spoil, We shouldn't spoil anymore.
Towards the end. Well,
yeah.
I can't think of it right now, but there's 3 moments where like, those are the only 3 moments where pacing could have been just another minute or 2. That's it. It would have been great. Because when you're in the moment, it feels rushed. But then you go back to normal pacing, that's good, and then you're like, oh, okay, but then what the fuck was up with that moment?
What brings the movie down for me to not be better than what it is because the plot is very, very usual, very traditional, to the point where you can guess where it's gonna go. And there are a lot of moments where you're gonna,
if somebody gave you all the information,
is this gonna be that? It's gonna, of course.
If somebody gave you a list of the characters and the 3 bullet point descriptions and said, tell me what's going to happen in the movie, you're probably going to guess the majority of it. Yeah,
you will.
It's an action flick, for fuck's sakes, based off the classic let's go have an adventure.
No special twisteroos here where the entire movie changed now. No, none of that.
No. The ending? No. Not really.
It's been done before.
No, there's no special oh shit moment. So
it's what it is, but it knows what it is.
That doesn't mean you don't have fun with it.
That's the thing. It knows what it is, and that's why I have fun with it.
Doesn't mean you don't have fun. Exactly. Just because you know doesn't mean you don't have fun.
No, exactly. And at the beginning, I was also surprised by
the bike chase.
The bike chase.
I knew you were gonna say.
Yeah, it's a bike chase in the beginning, and I was just going. I looked at David and went, "Is this Premium Rush? Are we watching Premium Rush?"
I also thought it was a great idea, by the way. Yeah, I don't know if that's a real thing they do or not, but that's a great fucking idea.
Let's go biking now.
No.
No.
Point is, watch it. Here's our rating. Probably rate the movie.
I'd give it a solid 7. I thought it was just on the 7. It's good. Not bad, not fantastic. It's good. It's a good time. You can watch it.
I first of all recommend you click the description and go watch the I Hate Rating Reviews video I made, because ratings are stupid. If I have to give it a rating, because that's the part of the show we're at, I was gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10.
To support the movie.
An 8.5 out of 10 because literally few mistakes. And then apart from that, it's a well directed, acted, executed movie. And that's what I should rate it on.
Yeah.
So the 1.5 problems are just because of those 3 pacing moments, and I'm like, if those were there, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It would have been a movie that was rounded, well executed, and well acted.
Yeah, it didn't emotionally affect us. It
No.
brings it down from becoming even better.
Sure.
You know. Although the moments where she gets really injured and she has to deal with that, that's tough and that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah,
that's realistic. That was good because I was taken aback by that because usually you want to hear the hero that can't be that injured. You can't show that. You know, you want to have the superhero, and maybe I'm just too used to the superheroes right now because so many superhero movies coming out like Thor. Oh, I'm invincible. I have my hammer and Iron Man and Spider-Man. And it's like maybe I'm just too used to that right now.
Spider-Man has a hurt moment when he's crying.
Well, there's one moment.
Thor has a moment when he loses his eye.
Spoilers.
Fucking... It's not my fault they're not watching movies.
But you know what I'm saying, right?
We like it.
Yeah.
You saw the trailer where he lost an eye. Point is, it's great. Enjoy. You'll like it. Spoiler section is not need for.
No.
There's no need for it. So we lied about this, but I just thought about it. There's no need for a spoiler section. It's fun. Have fun. There's nothing for me to discuss here.
They spend time with their set pieces, and you feel some tension. Honestly, like.
Oh, also everything looked fucking great. Like honestly, like this set design and shit like that. Like congratulations, everything looked on fleek. On fleek.
Yeah. Another way to describe the movie is take every classic adventure movie there is, roll them into one, and here you go. I was having a lot of flashbacks while watching it. I was having a flashback to the Adventure of Tintin, Peter Jackson's King Kong, and On Stranger Tides, a Pirates movie, even that one, and of course Indiana Jones, and even Alien vs Predator. There's an underground temple going on. It kind of reminded me of that. So it's like having a lot of those flashbacks. Oh, those classic movies I saw when I was younger. You know.
Yeah.
That's another one of those. How nice. How nice.
Oh, actually, I guess what we can do in spoilers is talk about the moments we thought could be fixed. I think that's fair. So, thanks for watching. Here's spoilers. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gone. Bye. Okay, everyone left here. We're going to talk about the few moments could have been fixed. So, when she kills the guy for the first time,
Which was pretty good.
which is great.
Yeah.
The first time she takes a life, great moment, really super well executed, and she sees spooky shadowy man. It's her dad show up.
Of course, it's her dad. Like,
Of course.
Who else would it be?
You should have given it. She gets 6 seconds to. Oh my god, what have I done? And then there's Daddy in the woods being creepy and runs away. It should have been a minute. Honestly, not much more. It should have just been a minute longer.
Like I said,
sitting there in silence.
They didn't want to waste their time.
It
With
should have just been a. But it's only been. It would only been a minute.
But they should
only
have
a minute,
taken
right?
their time.
You would have made the movie 59 minutes. So,
Yeah, they should have
reference.
taken their time. Yeah.
59 minutes.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been a problem.
Mhm.
And studios sometimes have movies, not reach to a point so they can show the movie more than once in one day, things like that.
And they think that people
But honestly, here's
get
2
bored.
fucking minutes.
They think people get bored with drama.
But
and
considering they did
characters.
everything else dramatic in every other moment,
It needs
it
to be
doesn't add
fast.
up.
It needs to be
But
fast.
the movie takes its slow moments plenty of fucking times.
Yeah, I know it does.
So that doesn't add up. That's a reasoning that I don't accept.
No.
The second moment is when she goes, well, technically kind of followed up by then he meets Daddy, spends time in the cave. Then she decides to go ham and take on the bad guys. Also, no, she should have had a few moments of looking around. Just have her look at it from a higher vantage point at the whole camp and kind of think about it. And then have her moment before she shoots the first good finale, like.
Alright.
Because she's about to do it again.
Yeah.
She just did it, and sure, that was a hard fight where you felt it physically. Here it's a flip and done, right? It's you're distancing yourself at a moment. It's not a physical action where you're tired, you're spending blood, sweat, tears, you're fighting. You feel the pain in your own body and the heat of another person's body as their life is being taken out. It's different. Here it's a fuck and done. There's a disconnect, like with a gun, But it is she's already done it once, but she should still have that one moment where she's like, because she's gonna do it again, and she knows she has to save not only herself but her friend, her dad, and potentially other people. So that's another moment that it should have happened. And where's the last moment we thought there should have been a moment of breather? There's 3 moments
when the dad is about to die and she realizes there's no way to save him.
Yes, that's it. And I guess that's it.
She should have tried a bit more. Like, there's got to be a way that maybe.
They should have just spent a few more seconds. I remember. I actually thought when we saw him strap his arm, I was like, oh, he's gonna cut his arm off,
Yeah,
and I thought he was gonna live.
Yeah.
I understand he was going to live, but then it's like, oh, I guess not. But another dramatic thing to do would have been to cut off the arm and be like, oh, we did it, but you still see it spread, and then they're like, oh god. Like, and again, if this was R-rated, then maybe they could have done that, but since it wasn't, they, because the dad had the axe too, so it would have been a setup that was the weapon he has. It's largely the bow. I don't know. In my head, it felt like it was a perfect setup for something like that. Maybe I'm just whatever. I think it would have been. I would have done that if I had made this movie.
Yeah. Another thing I want to mention is that I like the bad guy Walton Goggins and also the side character, but unfortunately,
I killed him. Sorry, I'm not used to it. It's been 7 years.
But unfortunately, we don't get to know them as well as Laura.
No.
They get sidelined a lot, and
I know nowadays people want to know their villains.
Diminish towards some acts of the movie, and the bad guy basically.
I know some people want
reasons, but there's he does the typical thing where he goes, "I'm gonna kill the man who can't work." Bang! Now you know I'm bad, because I killed the man who can't work.
People like to know.
You gotta know I'm bad. You gotta know I'm bad, and that's how I show it.
Fine, is he bad?
I guess, but he showed he was bad because I gotta shoot the man who can't work.
Again, people nowadays want a villain that's deep and you understand him and reasoning. You don't need that, guys. Come the fuck on. You don't need a villain that you care for. Sometimes it's fun to have a villain you just hate for the sake of hating.
I didn't truly hate him though.
Well, I didn't hate him. I just thought he was a cunt and he deserved death. My point is, I don't need a villain that makes me question why. Oh god, maybe he is right. Maybe the villain is correct. You don't need that.
I think the rivalry could have been stronger. I think they could have spent a bit more time.
Whatever.
So he stood up a little bit more, so he didn't diminish more in the background.
Whatever.
It's Walton Goggins though, so we like him. You can cut his legs off and call him
Shorty. I mean, he's got no gun, Sheriff. Yeah. Oh, I don't like the scout kiss. In case you don't really sure what I'm referencing, or it took probably a second. I mean,
you should do to watch the camera.
I thought that was. I did not fucking. How dare you? I did not fucking like that. It was stupid. It was stupid. I don't know if that's canon in the Lara Croft stuff. I honestly don't. Not
no
sure.
Idea. No idea.
I'm sorry, but it's stupid. That should have been at the window. That should not have been the cutesy. I feel like that. Obviously, that's supposed to be.
Do you think it was cheesy or something?
It's just stupid. It felt like when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, he's a distant dad." She just romanticizes him in her mind because she doesn't have him in her life anymore. But whoopsie, he does care about her. Daddy loves you, Laura. But no, that's such a distancing thing. You don't kiss your kid. You fucking go. That's like a. Come on. You kiss your kid. You don't. There you go, little buddy. I felt like that was like supposed to be like a distancing thing that he didn't really care about her. She's gonna find that out later. He feels sad, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, Laura," But no, apparently he does care, but he does this stupid fucking scout kiss. I guess they could have done it at the end. The end it makes sense because this time he can't. Because this time it makes sense because you can't touch her. Fucking stupid. I didn't like that. That was garbage.
Yeah.
I didn't particularly like the dad character. Honestly, that's the one character I didn't really like at all. I was like, whatever, fucking hope he dies. Oh, good. I mean,
of course he's gonna die.
Good.
You know he's gonna die.
I was surprised he didn't. At first, I was like, oh, he's alive? What? Okay, we've never done this before in the Lara Croft thing.
I expected him to be alive.
You never done this in the Lara Croft thing, so I didn't expect it. It's kind of think about it this way, right? Imagine a new Batman movie comes out, bang, mom dies. You're like, okay, bang, and then the dad survives somehow. You're like, oh. And now the dad is Alfred instead of Alfred. You'd be like, this is a fucking twist I never saw before.
I guess.
Right? It'd be one of those kind of things. Like, I'd be like, oh, I guess he's alive. Like, that was my reaction. I was like, we're doing this now. Okay, I guess we haven't done it before. Let's see where we're going with this.
If you like extreme sports and parkour and Rocky boxing scenes, you're going to get that too.
Rocky. The movie starts with a boxing scene.
Yeah. Are we watching Rocky something? Part 88.
Oh, 7? No, we're on 2, 3,
well,
4, 5. Then there's that one.
It's called Croft versus Creed.
Nice. So Lara Croft, it's great. Go watch it. There's our spoiler review. That's all that's really has to be talked about. Everything else is fine. Watch it. You're here because you either seen the movie or you don't really care, so you stuck around anyway.
Nobody's watching this.
Go watch the movie regardless if you're still here. And if you've seen it, watch it again. Why not? It's a fun adventure flick. I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Well, I know our reviews are kind of messy and we talk over each other the entire time, but hey, it's just
it's like real life.
We're not structured. We're not Can we say their names?
Whose names?
Like Jeremy and like
Jeremy, who the fuck is Jeremy?
Schmo Snow. And
Oh, I love Jeremy. Can we collab?
Jeremy, can you collab? Come to Sweden.
Pick and or Half in the Bag or
Probably
on the
not.
trailer or
Probably, I feel sad now.
or
Yeah, I feel sad now.
or what's it called? Screen Junkies. Is that what it's called?
Watch Warcraft.